So you've been trading for a year, 2 years, maybe even more. Maybe you've watched hours of videos, you've read dozens of books, and you know how to spot patterns on a chart, and you also know what support and resistance is. You have a strategy that you know works, and that's because you've seen it work at least a dozen times. So why are you still not making money in the markets? And why do you end every single week, or maybe even every single month, right back where you started, or maybe even worse, losing money? And if you're tired of this, then you need to hear this message. So in this video, I won't show you another indicator or another chart pattern. I am going to show you the 3 hard truths about why you are still stuck. And I will also give you a simple way to find out which one is hurting you the most, so that way you can improve. But first, I need you to understand something. The reason you are not making any money has almost nothing to do with your strategy. It has everything to do with what is happening inside of your head. And the first hard truth is the one that most traders refuse to admit. So the first hard truth is this: you're hooked on the action of trading. That means hitting that buy or sell button instead of actually making money from the markets. So let me ask you a question. What feels better, the moment you enter a trade or the moment you close for a profit? Now, most people will say close for a profit, but if you're honest with yourself, it's the entry. And that's because it's that feeling of hope. It's that little rush that you get, and it's the feeling that this could be the one, this could be the trade that could change my life. You're not really hooked on the slow and careful process of making money. That's the real way to make money inside of the market. You're hooked on the action, and you're also hooked on the idea of winning. And this is why you might take trades that are just okay, but not great. And you look at the trade after you lost like, okay, I knew I shouldn't have taken that trade. And that's why sometimes you jump right back in after a loss, not because you see something, but because you're trying to get that money back. And this is why you may not be able to sit and wait for that perfect trade. So it's not really your strategy that's the problem. It's your habit of always needing to be inside of a trade. That is the problem. So think of it like this. I want you to picture 2 tables in your mind. On the left table, there's a beautiful and healthy plate of food. You think of grilled salmon, vegetables, brown rice, looks amazing, super healthy for you. And this meal, it takes some time to cook. It takes some effort. Maybe you have to plan a little bit ahead. This is your A+ setup trade, the only type of trades you should be taking. Now picture the right table. This table is covered in junk food. You got candy, chips, cookies, soda. All those comfort foods is quick and easy, and it's everywhere. You can get it so easily. This is your kind of okay trade over here. But if you're a top athlete, you know that you must eat from the healthy table in order to win championships. But as a trader, you're kind of like a pro athlete where you know you need to eat from that healthier table in order to win the championships, which is basically taking those consistently profitable trades. But you go for that junk food table because it's easy, accessible, it's always there, and it gives you that dopamine hit that you're looking for. But you can't build a trading account on a diet of bad trades. But here's the real reason for that habit. It's not just about feeling good. It's really about control. Because when you are not in a trade, you feel like you don't have any power. You may see all these moves happening and you're feeling like you're missing the moves. And basically you're just sitting there watching like, dang, I should have been in that move. But the moment you click the buy or sell button, you feel like you are in control again because now you're a part of the move. Now you're actually doing something. And this is why so many traders trade too much. Not necessarily taking too many trades, but basically taking trades that seem good, but that are not actually good. And this is because they hate the feeling of just waiting. So how do you know if this is your problem? Ask yourself these 3 simple questions. 1, do I feel worried or bored when I'm not in the trade? 2, after a losing trade, do I think, I knew I should have taken that trade? I know I've definitely been there. And number 3, do I want to trade even more right after I lose? If you said yes to any of these questions, you're likely hooked on the action of trading, not necessarily winning a trade or gaining on a trade. And learning more about charts will not fix that. But this is only the first problem. So the second hard truth is that your own brain is working against you. As crazy as it may sound, it is true. You can have the best strategy in the world, but if you're fighting your own mind, when you are in a trade, especially when your smart, logical brain turns off, and your emotional and fearful brain takes over, that is the part of your brain that senses a small price drop and it screams, danger, get out of the trade. And you exit the trade only for a little profit. And even worse, you missed a really big move. I know I have experienced that so many times. So I'm talking to you from experience. This is also the part of your brain that when it sees that you're losing, it'll be like, oh yeah, it'll come back. And oh, let me just widen my stop loss a little bit and I'll be okay. And we know how well that does not work out. So I want you to picture a car with two steering wheels in it. Let's just say it's like a driver's ed car, hypothetically. So in the driver's seat, you have a calm professional driver. This is the pro driver. And the pro knows the map and follows the rules and gets to the destination that they expected to get to. This is your logical brain. Now, imagine the passenger seat. There's another steering wheel. Remember, this is a driver's ed car. And holding that steering wheel is a panic, scared driver. Let's call them the panicker. The panicker is not looking at the map. They're only looking at the scary things outside. This is your emotional brain. So before you get into a trade, the pro is in control. You got your plan all mapped out. You know exactly what you're doing. But the moment money is on the line, the panicker wakes up. They grab their steering wheel and they start doing all this because they're freaking out. They don't know what to do. But the pro is trying to drive straight. But the panicker is fighting them, trying to swerve off the road because they see all these other things happening, like bad weather and other things like that. So you cannot drive safely with two people fighting for control of the car. That is just not possible. And this is exactly what is happening inside of your head on every single trade. So here's the part that nobody tells you. Your brain is not just messing up your exit. It is messing up your entries as well. So have you ever seen the perfect trade? Your A+ setup is textbook. And instead of hitting that buy or sell, you just freeze. You can't even click the button. You wait and you hesitate, and by the time you're ready, the move is already gone without you. Trust me, I've been there so many times and it sucks. That is that panicking brain again. It is not just afraid of losing money. It is also afraid of being wrong. And to your brain, being wrong, it feels dangerous. Your brain is always trying to protect you. So it feels safer to do nothing and miss a really good trade than to enter the trade and risk being wrong. Your fear of being wrong keeps you out of some of the best trades. And I know that from experience because it has happened to me so many times. You fear losing and you keep the worst trades. That's why it's hard for you to exit out the position, and that's why sometimes you may widen up your stop loss. So how do you know if either of these things are your problem? First, ask yourself, do I often close winning trades too early? 2, do I freeze and not take perfect trades that are textbook and are perfect for my strategy? 3, do I ever move a stop loss to give a bad trade more room to lose? If you said yes to any of these, your emotional brain is in control. And until you learn to manage it, it will not make you money. But even if you master your mind inside of trading, there's one last truth that can stop you. So the third hard truth is this. You have not decided what enough is. And I've been there, just trading and trading, not really having a goal. You need to have a goal for the day or for the week, but you do not have an enough number. So you need to know what enough looks like for you. If you had a great day in the market and you're up 3%, if your plan says to stop trading, you're like, okay, cool. But the market is still moving. And then you think just one more trade. And that one more trade loses all of the profits that you made for that week and sometimes even more. Trust me, I've been there and it is not a good feeling. And that is because you have not decided what enough is. You have to pick a number that is going to be enough for you. You are chasing the goal that has no end. So when you always chase more, you are guaranteed to end up with less. So let me give you an example. Picture a runner in a really big race. The race is only 10 laps. The runner is amazing. They are in first place. They cross the finish line after the 10th lap and the crowd is cheering and they're going crazy. The race is over. They've already won. They met their goal. But instead of stopping, the runner keeps going for an 11th lap. The body is tired, they're out of energy, they start to slow down and other runners start to pass them. That's you after a good trading day, when you try to hop back into the market when you already won. You've hit your daily goal, or maybe you've already hit your weekly goal, but you don't stop, you go for one more lap and then you get injured. And then it's harder for you to do any other races because now you have to repair your body from the injury. But that reason that you go back into the market is not all about greed. It is about proving something to yourself or proving something to others. You keep going back to the markets trying to prove to yourself that you are a good trader. And one good day is not enough for you to forget about all the months of losing and feeling bad about yourself for losing money in the market. It's a normal thing. It happens. It happens to everybody. But you decide to push it. And you hope that one more win will finally make you feel like a real trader. But it never does. The market cannot make you feel good about yourself. Only you can do that. And you can do that by making rules and following them with some discipline. As long as you connect how you feel about yourself and the money that you make in the market, it will always be this back and forth of you trying to prove something. So how do you know if this is your biggest problem? Then ask yourself these questions. 1, have I ever had a winning day that turned into a losing day because I kept trading? 2, do I feel more pressure to do well after I have a few winning trades? And 3, does the money I make in a day change my mood for the rest of the day? So for example, if you don't make enough, you're like, dang, I should have made more. Or maybe you lost or some other situation. But if you answered yes to any of these questions, you are on an emotional roller coaster that is not on a professional path to profitability. That cycle ends up at the bottom. You end up losing a lot more money than you anticipated. So take the win. And let's be honest, the habit of always trading is your brain working against you because it feels like you're not doing anything. And this endless need to prove something to yourself. Yes, you want to prove something in terms of being successful and seeing progress, of course. But giving money back to the markets, you don't need to prove anything. Take the money. So if you're nodding your head to any of these things, then I want you to understand something. It is not your fault. For the most part, you were taught to focus on the charts and not on your mind. But it is your job to fix it, especially now that you know what is going on. And the truth is, you probably can't fix it alone, not 100%. Especially because you are too close to the problem. And when you're too close to the problem, it's hard to see what you really need to fix. It's kind of like trying to read the label of a bottle big inside of the bottle. It's hard to do. And you don't need another YouTube video or another indicator. And I know it's kind of weird from somebody who actually makes videos, but what you really need is clarity. And you need to know which one of these truths is your biggest problem. And you also need a step-by-step plan to fix it for good, which is why I want to invite you to schedule a free clarity call with my program advisor who will help you figure out what is going on with your trading and what the next best step is. And if you are serious about finally stopping the cycle and becoming the trader that you know that you can be, then stop what you are doing and click the link in the description box below at LaKieshaTrades.com to schedule your free clarity call. And we only have a few spots every single week for these type of calls, and they definitely fill up over the weekend because that's when people are mostly seeing videos and earlier in the week. So if you're ready to get clear, go ahead and schedule your call now. And if you want to understand more about why your profits seem to magically disappear, then you need to watch this next video on why profits disappear. Click on the link somewhere on this screen and it'll take you to that video so that way you could understand why that's happening and how to fix it. I'll see you there.